Welcome back to Unsolved Void. Tonight, we are opening a file that sits at the devastating intersection of a national tragedy and a baffling, unsettling mystery. We are examining the case of Mary Johnson Davis, a beloved member of the Tulalip tribes, whose disappearance illuminated a horrifying, systemic crisis. But we must also consider the strange, whispered theories that suggest her vanishing was more than just a crime. It was an impossible feat of physics. The official timeline begins on a cold Wednesday, November 25, 2020, on the Tulalip Reservation in Washington state. Mary, walking a short distance on Fire Trail Road to visit a friend, simply ceased to exist. Witnesses confirmed her route, but she never reached her destination. No vehicle, no signs of struggle, no abandoned belongings. It was a perfect, clean erasure. The subsequent search effort immediately hit unexpected obstacles. The terrain itself seemed to resist the investigation. Search dogs, trained for this specific environment, consistently behaved erratically, often spinning in tight circles and refusing to track beyond a specific point on the road. The official explanation was weather interference, but local searchers claimed an unseen wall was pushing them back. The trail went ice-cold within hours. On the reservation, where the ground holds countless ancient stories, a total lack of evidence is never an accident. It suggests a removal so absolute it defies human capabilities. Elders and locals spoke of certain spots on the ancestral lands that are known to swallow sound and shift direction. These are places where the veil between what is here and what is beyond is allegedly thin, unstable, and dangerously permeable. This leads us into the unsettling territory of the dimensional rift theory, which we frequently explore on Unsolved Void. We posit that Mary may not have been abducted by a person, but momentarily by a localized tear in spacetime. This region, near the Puget Sound, is noted for peculiar magnetic fluctuations that peaked precisely around the time of her last sighting. A spontaneous, temporary gateway, opening and closing in an instant. Such a rift would perfectly explain the forensic vacuum. Nothing human could leave such an invisible, untraceable absence. For 4 years, this theory, however fantastic, offered a painful, clinging sliver of hope that she was simply misplaced, existing in an adjacent reality, waiting for the rift to return her. The investigation's complete stagnation made the metaphysical explanation feel plausible. But in June 2025, the land finally gave up a devastating answer. Human remains were discovered in a remote, deeply wooded area of Snohomish County, miles from the original search zone, yet still within the magnetic perimeter of the alleged anomaly. DNA confirmation later that year delivered the undeniable truth. It was Mary Johnson Davis. The discovery did not close the case. It violently redefined it. It proved Mary was a victim of a crime, confirming the worst fears of her family and community. Yet, the question of how she moved remains. Was she taken by a perpetrator who expertly navigated the area? Or did the instability of the environment allow her immediate removal, only for the perpetrator to exploit the ensuing confusion? The fact remains that for nearly 5 years, the case stalled. The void of evidence, whether created by an anomaly or by indifference, gave the perpetrator a staggering head start. The discovery reignited the hunt, with the FBI and the Tulalip tribes dramatically increasing the reward to $60,000 for information leading to the arrest of the individual responsible. Mary Johnson's tragic journey, now concluded with the identification of her remains, serves as a powerful testament to the ongoing MMIWG crisis. Whether the initial confusion was caused by a dimensional shift or systemic neglect, the outcome was the same: a profound, unacceptable delay in justice. The greatest void she stepped into was the one created by societal failure. We at Unsolved Void encourage all of our viewers to recognize the very real horror that transcends the supernatural. If you have any information, no matter how insignificant it seems, regarding Mary Johnson Davis's case, please contact the FBI immediately. Help her family finally find the closure they deserve after years of agonizing uncertainty. Thank you for joining us as we confronted both the factual tragedy and the persistent mystery surrounding this case. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications to ensure you don't miss our next descent into the shadows. Until next time, stay vigilant, question everything, and remember, the void is always watching.